Some years ago, I learned that the Natal tribe, the people of the Natal tribe in South Africa, greet people in the Zulu language by seeing a person and not saying hello, but using the word "sawubona," which means "I see you." And the response of the person who has been greeted is "sikona," which means "I am here." That greeting in some way conveys a recognition of the other person. It is hard to pass by someone when you say, "I see you." So often we do that in life. We go about our business, we have other preoccupations that we need to attend to, and we might say hello in a very cursory way to someone, or even ask, "How are you?" but really not be so interested. What the people of the Natal tribe do is they remind us that it is important to see other people, and because they understand that a person really doesn't exist until they're seen, until they're recognized. They also have a tradition that when someone makes a mistake and does something wrong, especially in a public way, they gather around in a circle and put the person in the middle of the circle, and instead of shaming that person or criticizing them for the wrong that they have done, they spend days telling that person the good things about them that they see. They, in some way, remind that person who has made a mistake, who has created a difficulty for the tribe, that they are beyond their mistakes. There's a goodness in them that they should not forget and be reminded about as well. I've often wondered if that is what Jesus conveyed as he healed people, especially as we see here driving out this evil spirit in an individual. He understood that the evil spirit was not the man, and the man was not totally a person who was possessed. There was a goodness that he called out in, as well as calling out the evil spirit. I think that is so very important for us to keep in mind as we look at ways in which we are going to encourage one another. Recently, the Holy Father and the head of the dicastery for the doctrine of faith issued a declaration with regard to what it means for us to bless people who are in irregular situations, who do not meet the exact mark of what we understand as living fully the gospel. And the encouragement there that if a person comes forward and wants a blessing, that we should give a blessing, not blessing the situation that they're in, but blessing the fact that they have asked for God's help and that there is a goodness in them that needs to be called out, needs to be cultivated, much like those people in the Natal tribe do when someone makes a mistake. It's an opportunity for a representative of the community to encourage the good that's there, even though there is an imperfection in their life. That is the pastoral approach that the Holy Father is encouraging all of us who are leaders in the church to take. We have to always, I think, attend to the fact not only that we should not judge another person because we don't know the full extent of their situation, but also that shaming others publicly can do so much harm and really doesn't allow the person to grow, whether that's shaming a child for something they did wrong, or sometimes public figures that we hear about in society today, in which people like to pile on an individual who has in some way committed a big mistake in life. The gospel today reminds us that we are to really look at other people with the eyes of understanding that there's a goodness in there beyond perhaps the mistakes that they've made. Not to give in to a tactic of shaming, but like that tribe in South Africa, encircling them in a community and calling out, reminding them of the goodness that's there, because it is in that way that they truly can take the next step in life, rather than our offering a stumbling block in a way that thwarts the grace of God in their life. So today, let us hear this word of God and harden not our hearts.